Shalom, shalom, kal alal kal, Allahayam, Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai, Basham Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, honors to the Akia Maude, the sincere brothers, the fellow laborers as myself, pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. I say shalom. And then what has come to do a quick lesson, a quick video, concerning the this devil have to pay for what he has done for our people, because here we in going into the year, the so-called year 2019, and which is deemed the year that this devil going to push this chip. Because right now the Most is actually speeding up things, and this devil, like, he trying to upset the prophecies, but the Most actually put things in his place, in his favor, and these devils really have to pay. I was watching a little clip of the elders of Great Millstone, who's our teachers in this truth, watching this and what they say, this devil really have to pay. Let's only hear a little bit, but as the spirit hit me, we go into the scriptures too. Right, and that is true, because these devils act like if it's all love now, but the Most High is not for that, and 2/3 of our people fall for that. They fall for for this devil trap, speaking all love now, so we must forget, like, what happened to us as a people, when the devil is, and the Most High is not for that. Salaki, the Most High is not for that. As we go into the scriptures, we're going to prove that. These devils have to pay for what they done. This is Numbers 35:33. It says, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein we are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So when we go into these histories, and the history of slavery, and the history of how these devils, the Edomites got the land of America, the so-called land of America, which is so-called America, I should say. The children of Israel was there already, which is the child of God, the northern kingdom, and how they got that land is by bloodshed. America was built on slavery. The slaves of the children of Israel. And that land cannot be purified unless it is purified by the blood who shed it. So, we coming in a time, and right now, that the Most High actually bringing back that balance. Because the universe, the whole universe, the whole creation, the Most High works with a balance. And everything is energy. Everything is spirit, and everything is energy. So the millions and millions of slaves that were slain, and bloodshed that was bloodshed, so these Edomites can live in the kingdom now. The Most High is going to recompense that. Numbers 30, and that is law. Numbers 35 verse 34. It said, defile not thereof the land which shall inhabit, wherein I dwell, for the Most High Yahweh dwell among the children of Israel. So wherever Israelites went to the four corners of the earth, from America straight to the other side of the globe, from east, west, north, and south, the Most High is actually dwelling with the children of Israel. And you have seen what the children of Israel went through for their disobedience. But the Most High is actually starting back to show his face upon the children of Israel, starting with the elect. And you devils have to pay for what you have done. because even in Esau's system and even in Esau's court system, you don't get a pardon. You still have to pay for the crime that you did, the so-called crime that you did, whether it be for 25 or 60 years or back. They still get you. They still want to get you, you know. So even so, from generation to generation, because remember the Mosai is one day is like 1,000 years to the Mosai, so he can't forget. All the shit of the children of Israel is going through is right before his eyes, so he would not forget. So that way you devils have to pay. You devils have to pay for all the abominations that you did. Countless abominations. If you really start to actually go into what these devils do, it's countless. It really countless. This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. It said, "Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Most High Yahweh, and they shall fish them." And that what we doing, we actually fishing the elect. We actually fishing the 1/3 and the elect. Because before the Most High bring destruction and destruction upon the other nations, the Most High send warning. And we here at Great Millstone, starting from the apostles and elders come down, we actually giving them warning. When they go up in all our videos and they meet a Great Millstone brother on the highways and the byways, it's only scriptures he's talking, it's only prophecies he bringing out, to actually give the people warning. And that is what separates us from these other camps. And after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain. And you know what the hunters do? What hunters do? Hunters capture prey. They kill prey, they capture prey. So a hunter is not a nice thing for a prey. So you see like how these Edomites had them was the hunters. The Edomites was the hunters in their kingdom. And we Israelites, the sons of Israel, the house of Israel, I should say, was prey. But now the tables is being turned. And that is where the balance coming in. That is when the balance, that is the Most High bringing his righteous judgment. The balance, the tail is, the scale is being tipped. I should say the tables is being turned. And that is the righteous balance coming in. But it all starts with the elect. And they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and of holes, Salaki, of the works. So all the bunkers and all the space shuttles that you have, that you try to hide in the day of wrath, the Most High shall send his elect men to hunt you. For my eyes are upon all their ways, they are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from my eyes. So all the wickedness, all the abomination that you Edomites do, you devils and you other nations did, you partake in these stuff against the house of Israel, the children of Israel, you have to pay for that. Here we're going into the so-called 2019, which we know that you devils is going to push that mark of the beast. Because you so wanting your new world order, because you realize that that you are losing power. You are losing power. So what you will do is that you will implement something, that you will stage something that like sudden destruction, and implement something for a solution, which is the RFID chip. And watch and see, the 2019 will be the year that that Esau push the mark of the beast, push the RFID chip. On every media outlet, you will see, news about the RFID chip before it be made mandatory. We living in some nice time, brothers. We living in some really nice times, But back to the story, that you devils have to pay. Jeremiah 16 verse 18. And first I will recompense their iniquity, their sin double, because they have defiled my land. They have filled my inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things. And as we was reading in Numbers 35 verse 34, it said the Most High Yahweh dwell among the children of Israel. So wherever that we went, we went across there in the Americas, and we were slain. Our people was slain. Our people was murdered. Our people was raped, extorted, countless and countless of abominable things. But the Most High say he will recompense double. So you Edomites have to pay, and you other nations have to pay. You can't just do what you did and you set up a kingdom. A kingdom is always built from a foundation. Your kingdom and your foundation was built on our blood, the blood of the Israelites, and you have to pay for that. A matter of fact, this is Jeremiah chapter 51. Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Most High Yahweh of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. So we, starting with the elect, are the Most High weapons, the weapons of war, his battle axe. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, meaning that all the other nations outside of Israel had a part to play in the slavery. Had a part to play in slavery. And the bloodshed of our people. And you have to pay for that. Salaki, Jeremiah 51 verse 20, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy the kingdoms, and with thee shall I break in pieces the horse, the rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee will I also break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, because our eyes won't spare. Because same way how you all did to us in slavery, that you cut our women open and take, our children, our babies, and feed them to alligators, we will not have pity upon you, you devils. And that is the patience and this, that is the patience of the saints. For you devils to actually pay for what you did. And we could go down in history. And that is what this devil is trying to do. This devil is trying to rewrite his history. Like block out all the things that he have done and preach love. And you know what these devils trying to do now? They're trying to act like the victim now. Like them is the victim. So now they label us as, although they come out straight right and say nigger again, they label us as black Americans and thugs. So it's a play of words with these devils. But we are not ignorant of your devices. Because no matter what our Israelites do, even just because 2/3 of our people are wicked as hell and they have to die. They have to die. The Most High actually bringing back judgment on his people too. But you devils not getting away. You devils act like if you are the victims. I know, boy, we can't wait to get you in the kingdom. We can't wait to get you in the kingdom. For all the wickedness you have done. Let me jump straight to the point there. Jeremiah 51, verse 24. And I will render unto Babylon and all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, said the Most High Yahweh. And we are approaching that period of time. We are approaching that. We are approaching that. The tables is being turned. So before the Most High bring his destruction and his judgment, he gathered his people. He gathered the righteous people. The ones that will hearken, which is the 1/3 of the nation of Israel. Because when he was bringing judgment to the Sodom and Gomorrah back then, he actually gathered Lot. So for Lot's sake, he saved Lot because Lot was a righteous man. So right now we representing the Lots out here, the prophets, because we out here warning to actually wake up the Most High elect. So lucky about that, all the time, like Satan messing with, with the phone, always calling, every minute always calling, It never seems to amaze, as I start to do a video, the phone start to ring, Yeah, back to the topic. Notice Isaiah 51 verse 24, and I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil, that evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, said the Most High Yahweh. And as we go back in Numbers 35 verse 34, defile not thereof the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell, for I the Lord dwell among the children of Israel. So you have to pay. You devils have to pay. For giving our children and making it mandatory for us to bring our children for them to get vaccinations. When you devils, it causes cancer. It is nothing good in vaccinations. But you make it mandatory. You devils have to pay. But through the spirit and power of the Yahweh shall we understand that why we are in here. We are in here to serve punishment. This is hell that we're living in. We're serving our punishment. So we're actually lamenting and feeling sorry for what we have done. And we're bearing our cross until the Most High Yahweh shall plead our cause. But you devils are done. And it's payback time. So with that, I say shalom.